Hey guys, it's Roast, back with some big New World news. Last night, the devs released information on the December update, and there are some big changes coming for endgame progression and for a Christmas event. I think each of these topics deserves their own video, so today I will be covering the endgame changes, and once I can log into the PTR and try out the Christmas event, I'll post a video on that and put a card for it in the top right. So over there, I think. If you'd like to read about these changes for yourself, you can do so at the links in the description. Today's video will start with an explanation of the new expertise system, followed by some changes to expeditions and overall difficulty, and then we'll finish up with the new trade skill aptitude system, so make sure you stick around to the end. If you enjoy this video, please make sure to subscribe for more content to help support me, and if you've already done that, consider liking the video to boost it up in the algorithm. If you have any questions or thoughts on these updates, drop them in the comments below, because I'm curious to know what you guys think of these changes as well. With all that out of the way, let's get into the expertise system, right? Um, so the devs posted last night, this post right here, about the revamped high watermark system called Expertise. And for the rest of the video, when I talk about Expertise, I'm talking about your watermark. The system works in pretty much the same way as the high watermark system, with the main difference being that if you equip an item above your expertise level, it will it will down level to your current expertise. And the example they give here is if your Warhammer expertise is 520 and you equip a 550 gear score Warhammer, the weapon's effective gear score will be reduced to 520. Um, but we also believe that it will increase back up as you get to 550. So this 550 gear score Warhammer isn't permanently down leveled, just temporarily. Um, and they note how this basically means you can't bypass your Merc Guard and other Elite Zone grind by buying gear off the trade post or by crafting, potentially. I'm not sure. I have more thoughts on that crafting later, but we'll get to that towards the end of the video. So stick around. With this change, they introduce Gypsum, which is a resource that comes from different endgame tasks, and it looks like it will help to ensure guaranteed expertise boosts for specific slots on daily cooldowns. Um, Hopefully, this will serve to diversify the content you can do at endgame to increase expertise as opposed to just farming Mark Guard and other zones. But we'll have to see. Because of these guaranteed bumps, the devs have decided to lower generally the chance for expertise bumps, but increase the amount you will get bumped. So maybe these changes will balance each other out, but we'll just have to see. Also, a huge quality of life change they made, and it's kind of hard to see in this image. Oh, this might be better. Is that you now have your watermark or expertise shown beside every single item, so you know, which is really nice because one thing I hated with the current watermark system is I have an Excel sheet that has all my watermarks on it, and I'm always trying to keep track and forgetting, and it's nice to have this. It's a small thing, but it really makes me happy to see this. um, anyways, yeah, so this gypsum has some interesting properties, but we'll see how it goes. I'm tentatively excited about it, is what I'll say. Anyways, where is the other thing? I wanted to look at. Yeah, here it is, reward improvements in difficulty. So, in addition to the expertise system being introduced, some changes were also made to improve expeditions and overall difficulty. Each expedition boss will now guarantee an expertise bump, and they fixed Genesis and Lazarus chests so that they have a chance to provide expertise bumps. Um, in addition to that, they've also added item shards and gypsum as a guaranteed drop from the bosses. Gypsum again lets you bump your expertise on a chosen item, and item shards let you craft items with a specific attribute bonus while still letting you guarantee a perk. Um, on the difficulty side of things, they realized that they overtuned a lot of the enemies in the November update. Like they made them kind of HP sponges, just a little too much, and so they're tuning them back a little bit. And in addition to that, in order to help ease your grind, they're also changing two existing zones in Eden Grove and Evanscale Reach up to level 66, so you can farm there if you would like to. That change also makes it to where there is a endgame open world area in each of the endgame territories you can sit and farm your watermark and stuff at. So that's Evanscale Reach, Shatter Mountain, Eden Grove, and Reekwater, which is it's nice, you know? It's just nice. The devs also decided they want to continue rewarding players who are level 200 in trade skills, so let's go ahead and segue into the trade skill aptitude segment. Basically, this system works like Prestige in other games, in that once you hit 200, you can keep leveling and get further rewards. Um, According to this update list right here, there'll be three markers equidistant from each other on your level circle. As you hit each marker, you'll gain a container of useful items that can be craft mods, special ingredients, or even schematics and recipes. Um, and then each marker is a little bit better than the one before, right? Uh, they've also added something called equipment patterns. And these are special crafting artifacts. I mean, I think a recipe would be a better thing, but we'll just call them artifacts. That's the word they use, but it sounds more like a recipe. But they basically enable you to craft a guaranteed 600 gear score item that has a certain appearance. These patterns require a lot of resources, potentially more than your standard 600 gear score item with all your other perks and stuff might be. Um, and they still roll perks and stuff like normal, but hopefully with your item shards and with your craft mods, you should be able to guarantee the attribute you want and at least one perk, and then use Azoth for your other ones. And to get these guys, they have a small chance to drop from Arcana, Weaponsmithing, Armoring, and Engineering Aptitude reward caches. Um, Overall, I am cautiously excited about these changes. I'm interested in there being more ways to get your watermark up higher, but I'm also really worried that these changes could hurt crafters and people who bought good gear off the trading post, since if you were 600 in Void Bent armor, but didn't actually farm and grind out your watermark, this new change is going to bring you back down to 500. I'm also worried that requiring lots of grinding for a player to be relevant for anything endgame may dissuade new players from trying to catch up to old players and or prevent them entirely from doing fun PvP content. Um, I think I will like the daily cooldown gypsum stuff, as that encourages short 1 to 2 hour sessions of your dailies like in other MMOs, as opposed to hour-long grind fests. But that also will slow down progression and may end up being a bad thing. Only time will tell. So, fingers crossed that this is a good change. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on these changes. Feel free to drop your own thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to sub if you aren't already. But until next time, keep it beefy, boys.
Hello there.